alert, major news in the race for a COVID-19 vaccine. Pfizer's announcing their trials show it is 90% effective, much better than expected, and plans to file for FDA approval by the end of the month. The news already causing Dow futures to surge. Here to react is host of Making Money on Fox Business, Charles Payne. Charles, how is this going to affect us?
Oh, it's just absolutely remarkable. I got to tell you, Ainsley, one thing I've been telling people as we ran up into this election is to hold on, in part because we're fixed pretty good in terms of household debt, the savings amounts that we have, wages going up. We know that there's a big enough swath of Americans who are still hurting to get maybe one more stimulus package passed. But how do you get this economy really going? How do you unleash everything that's sort of built up? And the key has always been this vaccine. And this news is much better. Yeah, as we were getting some indications along the last few months, we were thinking 70% effectiveness, 80% effectiveness. No one said 90% effectiveness. 44,000 people were tested. 94 ended up with COVID-19, but fewer than 9 had received the 2 shots. So this is absolutely amazing. There are no significant safety issues here. Excuse me. And you just mentioned they're going to be filing for an emergency approval with the FDA in the 3rd week of this month. This is the best news for society, the best news for the stock market, and we knew it was coming. But I think there was starting a fading feeling that maybe it was going to come later rather than this soon.
Are you finding the timing curious? We had an election a week ago.
I am finding the timing curious. It's frustrating. You know, it's so interesting. I was watching, toggling around TV yesterday, watching a couple games or whatever, and I saw a commercial for 60 minutes, and they said, we're going to go into the military's Operation Warp Speed. The military's, they're actually operating it, in fact, at the behest of President Trump. And then there's an article this morning before this came out that was, they're shifting sort of Operation Warp Speed to Biden now. The Washington Post, Biden advisors met with Sharp with the Warp Speed drug makers before the election. But what I thought was intriguing is on the Biden website, it says Operation Warp Speed lacks a strategy to see its mission through and gain the trust of Americans. Well, I wonder what they're going to say today. They're going to tell people not to take this vaccine that Pfizer is saying is 90% effective? Are they going to say, wait? I mean, this is absolutely remarkable stuff. Credit where credit is due. President Trump, he really did push hard on this. Who knows, if it came a week earlier, it might have changed the outcome, but it is great news for all Americans.
What will happen in the race in Georgia, and how will that affect the stock market?
I feel 95% confident that both Republican candidates are going to win. All we need is, and I say we, I mean society, to be quite frank with you, is one. Because most of the things that President-elect Joe Biden wants to put through, it requires a lot of help from the Congress. It requires a lot of help from the Senate, Ainsley. They're even repealing the tax cuts. You would need 51 Democratic senators. There's 51 Senate votes. But all of these things, fiscal stimulus.
Charles, you're going to get cut off.
Well, we can talk all day, but the
we'll
good
watch
news.
Your show to hear the rest.